This HAN Network video is brought to you by Walter Stewart's Market.
It's Tuesday, March 22nd. I'm Kate Czaplinski, and this is your early afternoon coffee break news update from the road. The HAN Network is on the FCAC Spring Tour outside Norwalk High School this afternoon and taking a break from interviewing high school athletes to bring you some of the area's top stories right now, including that a 25-year-old Stanford man is dead after a police-involved shooting on Monday night, and state police detectives from the Western District Major Crime Squad are investigating. Members of Stanford Police Department SWAT responded to the area of 119 Wedgemere Street in Stanford at 8 o'clock on Monday night to investigate a disturbance, and at least one Stanford police officer shot their duty firearm at some point and hit Dylan Pape, who lived at the address, at least once, according to state police. After the police-involved shooting, more Stanford police officers and emergency medical services arrived and gave Pape medical care. Then EMS brought him to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. State police detectives from the Western District Major Crime Squad responded to the scene around 12:30 in the morning on Tuesday at the request of the Stanford Police Department and the state's attorney's office, and they took over the investigation. And police in Milford are looking for a man who reportedly approached a juvenile on Baxter Lane and tried to lure the juvenile into his car. The Milford Police Department Special Investigations Unit is investigating the incident, which they say occurred on Monday at about 5 o'clock in the evening near Ludlow Drive in Milford. They said a male driver driving a new model silver Mazda sedan with a spoiler on the trunk, black rims, and a Connecticut license plate with the first digit 8 called to a juvenile and then opened the rear passenger door of the vehicle. A family member of the juvenile saw the activity taking place and ran to the juvenile. The male then drove off, heading towards New Haven Avenue at a high rate of speed. The man was described as light-skinned, approximately 5'6" with a thin build, wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt, blue jeans, and sneakers. Anyone with information regarding that incident is asked to contact the Milford Police Department at 203-878-6551. And according to the Associated Press, Connecticut lawmakers are moving closer toward allowing qualified patients under 18 years old to use medical marijuana to treat their debilitating illnesses. The Public Health Committee overwhelmingly approved the proposed legislation on Monday. It now awaits further action in the House of Representatives. The vote comes days after a funeral in Montville, Connecticut for 13-year-old Cindy Mae Meehan, whose family moved her from Connecticut to Maine to receive medical marijuana to treat her rare form of epilepsy. Montville Representative Kevin Ryan, a Democrat, suggested that the bill be named in honor of the girl. Meehan had previously testified with her mother in favor of the Connecticut legislation. Under the bill, patients who've met the necessary requirements would need the consent of a parent or guardian to receive the drug. And in some exciting news, it's now official: the hamburger was born in Connecticut. The United States Library of Congress has now officially recognized Louise Lunch in New Haven as the home of the first hamburger and first steak sandwich in U.S. history. The Crown Street icon first served the legendary sandwiches at its original location 100 years ago. The motion officially recognizes Louise Lunch was submitted by U.S. Representative Rosa DeLauro of Connecticut's 3rd District, in which the business is located. But that does it for your coffee break news update from the road of our FCAC Spring Tour. Check HAN.network later this afternoon for another news update. We'll see you then.